Stop it, folks. Quit that noise before it gets out of hand. Before that narrative gets out of hand. Erickson Lubin ducking Tszyu. Stop it. If you're not willing to keep the same energy, matter of fact, let me rephrase that. If you're not willing to keep the same energy with Tszyu not fighting Vergil Ortiz, withdrawing to fight Vergil Ortiz because of the cut that he sustained versus the Sebastian Fundora, and it was improperly healed for him to go back into training camp and prepare for Vergil Ortiz, we gave Tszyu the benefit of the doubt. We gave Tszyu the benefit of the doubt because we know the nature as a hardcore boxing community. We know the nature of the sport. You could get hurt in a fight. You could get hurt in sparring. You could get hurt in training. So now that Erickson Lubin has been injured, we giving him the benefit of the doubt. So I don't want to hear people on social media, and I already see it. Erickson Lubin is ducking Tszyu. Erickson Lubin is scared of Tim. Stop it, folks. Stop it. Keep the same energy, man. Keep the same. I don't even know why y'all want to have this type of narrative on Erickson Lubin when we know, if you look at the resume of Erickson Lubin will fight anybody, any place, anytime. Let's not forget that Erickson Lubin is the one that's basically been mistreated, mishandled by the WBC. Erickson Lubin has fought, like, how many titles eliminated that Erickson Lubin has fought for the WBC? I think he got the record in fighting for the most title eliminations. And he still, and look, in his last fight, he beat undefeated Jesus Ramos. I believe he was undefeated, but he was a young, hungry lion, right? It was a close fight, but he came up with the victory. He's the one that faced Sebastian Fundora, right? He faced Sebastian Fundora. He faced Jason Rosario, the former unified champion. He's faced Jermell Charlo. We already know about his hiccups in Gausha. He faced these guys. So he's willing to face. As a matter of fact, he probably got one of the best resumes in the junior middleweight division. So he's willing to face anybody, any place, anytime. Just like Tszyu is willing to fight anybody, any place, anytime. Let's not forget that Tszyu was the mandatory challenger to Jermell Charlo. And the good thing about Tszyu is that he didn't sit around and wait for Jermell Charlo, as Jermell Charlo had an injury, right? And then he went to fight Canelo Alvarez, move up to fight the king Canelo Alvarez. So you can't knock that. These are two guys that are that doesn't have any duck in their bone. So let's respect both Tszyu and let's respect both Tszyu and Erickson Lubin. They warriors. They willing to fight any place, anybody, any place, anytime. All right. But this is the story though. Tszyu was supposed to fight a title elimination bout, and we didn't know which opponent it was. We later found out that it was Erickson Lubin, right? Erickson Lubin sustained a hand injury, and I believe the business handlers have rescheduled that bout that they're supposed to have for December. You already know that Tszyu was not ready to face Vergil Ortiz, but he's ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? He's ready to fight. So he's going to be fighting very, very soon versus we don't know who. Probably he needs a tune-up. Maybe he wants a tune-up. If I was Tszyu, I'd just wait for Erickson Lubin, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's a good fight. It's a respectable fight with two guys probably around the same age. You know what I'm saying? Tszyu coming from a loss versus Sebastian Fundora, a respectable loss, in which that one down the line should have a rematch as well. So I really think that Tszyu should wait for Erickson Lubin. I think both of these guys deserve a fight with one another. And you know, I already said that the 154-pound division is one of the most stacked divisions in the sport of boxing as well. Anybody from the number 1 to number 10, they could all. I think they could all win and lose. We don't really know. Nobody has separated themselves outside of Jermell Charlo. Nobody in 154 has really separated themselves significantly from one another. So I want to see a fight between these guys. Also, we heard that Sebastian Fundora may not be fighting Errol Spence. Well, because rumor has it that Errol Spence is not conditioned, is not going to be ready to fight Sebastian Fundora. But Sebastian Fundora, I believe in the DM, expressed that fight could happen in December. Now, you know what I'm saying? That would be cool if we get a doubleheader with Earl Spence versus Sebastian Fundora and Erickson Lubin versus Tszyu in a card, the Amazon Prime card. I think that'd be a wonderful card. Maybe Turk Alashiki could give us that type of card as well. And yo, it would be good if they stacked the whole card, right? I believe that the postponement with Kalen Plant and his opponent, put Kalen Plant on the card as well, put Stephen Fulton in the card as well, and it'll be a great card in itself. But again, the 154-pound division is good and well. I think that the man still to beat. We're going to be watching Bud Crawford. They're going to be performing as well versus Matrimov. So, of course, we're going to see how Bud Crawford is going to, make his mark at 154-pound division. He's going for a 4-division world champion, and probably he's going to get it. I don't, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's going to be more of a difficult fight than what people think. I know that Bud Crawford is riding high on that performance versus Earl the Truth Spence, and people think that he can just go up to fight Canelo Alvarez and beat Canelo Alvarez. Let's see what he's going to do versus Matrimov, one step at a time. And then the more that he's successful in 154 and his performances, and then if he moves it to 160, then maybe we could see that down the line. Canelo Alvarez is still young, but Bud Crawford is getting up to age. But seems like when it comes to Bud Crawford, age is nothing but a number. So, but this is a really a division that we need to look forward to. There's going to be a lot of changing a lot of pieces are going to be changing, you feel me? Just like in the 140-pound division, we saw what happened to Gary Antoine Russell, Subriel Matias. I think the same thing in 154 is gonna be taking place. Like, we really don't know when the smoke clears who's going to be the guy truly on top. I don't know if Jermell Charlo going to go right back into the 154-pound division. I think that it'll be a good if he goes back. Or go to the 160-pound division and let his brother Jermall Charlo go to the 168. That would be a good idea as well. But let me know what y'all think, man. I don't think that none of these guys are ducking, so people stop with this narrative about Erickson Lubin ducking Tszyu. Keep the same energy. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think. Subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. Love you. God bless. And on to the next.